Match reaction, Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester United 0. Your reaction to that game?
Pure frustration. First half, frustration, thought it was good football. But listen, let's get something straight. Bringing Harry Maguire on, putting him up as centre forward tells you everything what's wrong with Manchester United. No goal scorer. Plenty of opportunities there tonight, but no goal scorer.
Talking about goal scorers, was you a bit surprised though that Højlund didn't start, considering he bagged a goal against Leicester? He's been struggling for form. I think he bagged one on the international duty as well.
You would have thought he would have started. You needed a number 9 up there. Xerxes not a number 9. You needed someone that they were always going to have men at the back, and you needed a centre forward to be in there. But the problem, having a centre forward there, where were the crosses? You look at Garnacho tonight, the choices he made throughout the game, I thought was very poor. Some people might not agree with that, but he just kept his head down, shooting when he shouldn't have shot, running into players, not giving the ball. I'm telling you, I thought he had a very poor game tonight, and that was one of the things what we needed to do. Get behind him, get the ball and get it into a centre forward. And Garnacho failed virtually right throughout the game.
Must say, though, that was some goal from Anthony Elanga from a Manchester United corner as well.
Unbelievable. I mean, you've got to give it, what can I say about that? I can't say anything else, but what a great goal. But what poor man management that was there on the pitch. Where was the men at the back? I thought Dorgu and other players should have stayed back. First 4 or 5 minutes into the game, and they're all up there, not thinking about the breakaway. I mean, that was very poor. And then from that moment onwards, I thought we was going to struggle. I knew it would be tough. I knew they'd sit in there. They didn't have the big striker on. He was out. But Elanga, Chris Woods, but Elanga there, always ready for the break, always dangerous. But United, I thought in that first half, some of the best football I've seen this season. And that's what frustrates me. There was some good football. I thought the midfield, the way they were passing it, they weren't holding it. It was quick football. But when the ball went out wide, they just never got it in. The wrong choices.
Yeah, it wasn't too many opportunities, really, what I can remember in that first half from open play. A couple of efforts maybe from corners or crosses. You look at a Bruno Fernandes clear header as well, not long after they scored. Casemiro from a corner as well should have done better in my eyes. But do you think overall in that first half we had maybe the better opportunities or more encouragement in the attacking third compared to Forest?
I think United had the better opportunities. You talk about Bruno there. He had a clear header and it just headed it straight at him. I just don't understand why he never put it to the left or the right of the goalkeeper. It was a gaping goal as far as I was concerned, and he should have done better. A couple of times I've seen him with the headers not performing the right way. And then I just look at it. United did press. They put on the pressure. Their goal mouth was under pressure. And I thought United played the ball from the back. They had plenty of space there and they had the control and the opportunities were there. And that was the frustrating thing about it. But really, when you look at it in that first half, where was the centre forward? Where was the goal scorer? The natural goal scorer? He wasn't there. And that's what was missing tonight. It was pleasing, that first half. I thought United might take it to him a little bit more in the second half. But straight away in that second half, first 15 minutes, it was Forest what had the momentum. And United were giving the ball away. And I seen Xerxes giving the ball away. I seen Garnacho giving the ball away. And it was just frustrating to see that because they were there. They were there to be had if they just chose the right pass. And many times, especially in that second half, the right pass just went astray.
I actually thought Casemiro had a decent game tonight. Let me know what you think. And I think he was unlucky to get booked. I don't think that was a booking. I think because his name is Casemiro, he gets shown a yellow card. And you've seen it with Gibbs White moments later trying to get him booked when Casemiro didn't even touch him. So he was brought off for Eriksen. But did you see any changes like in the last 20 minutes of that second half?
That second half there, the last 20 minutes, United went for it, right? They were going to get caught open. But listen, Maguire, come on, and I'm not knocking the fella, cleared off the line with seconds to go. He was in there. He had a header, should have done better than that. But it's a centre half. But for him to come on there and be a centre forward, as I said at the beginning, it sums everything up. But they were there to be had. I mean, really, a point should have been what we got there tonight. And Forest, give credit to him. They dug deep, they dug hard, they knew what they had to do, but they gave United space, and United had plenty of space to play football. I thought Bruno, they clamped down on him in that first half. But in the second half, I think he got more space, especially when the substitutions were made. I thought Yoro tonight, I thought he played excellent, fantastic tackle, what he did. De Ligt was solid. But going forward, United was there. The ball went out wide. And that's what the poor thing is with United, getting that ball in there, getting it in early, doing the right ball. Yes, there was some passes in there, but they just seemed to be like put in to nobody.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually thought we got some crosses in there tonight, but basically Nottingham Forest just crowded it out. We didn't have enough men in the box to even make any runs, diagonal runs, and to give them something to think about. I actually thought in that second half as well, I'm a big fan of Dorgu, but I thought he was poor in that second half. 4 or 5 opportunities on that left-hand side to get a ball in or a decent pass, and he didn't find it.
Well, that's what was frustrating about the second half. Garnacho was not doing well at all. His choices of passing, choices of trying to go round players, running into him, not giving the right ball, wasn't helped by Dorgu. For some reason, I mean, he played well in that first half. I thought nearly everyone played well in that first half. But the second half, especially the first 15, 20 minutes, Dorgu was off form. Xerxes was giving it away. I don't know what they come out with, what was in their head, but I found it strange. I did find it strange that he changed Garnacho over to the left and Xerxes sort of moved to the right. That to me, that was puzzling because
in the last 3 games.
Considering what was going on in the first half, they got the ball, the movement was right. I thought Xerxes link-up play was doing right. I thought all the link-up play was doing all right. It was just on the edge of the area, the 18-yard box, in the Forest box, that the choices were wrong, and that's where it went wrong. Hit the bar, other opportunities and that. But you have to look at the whole game and you sort of say to yourself, that was a different Manchester United. It's not all doom and gloom. It was just the final choice by certain players. But I thought they really played well tonight. And if you look at the setup, especially that first half, I think going forward and the introduction of Mount coming on, the good player in my opinion, a lot of people have got different opinions about him. There's lots of injuries, injured players able to come back. So over the next few weeks, we will see a difference. That football there was encouraging as far as I'm concerned. We've seen United start slowly in many, many games and be poor. But that first half, I was interested. I thought, they're in it. Yes, disappointed that they scored earlier on. But I always thought they were going to get a goal back. I always thought that. I knew it would be a tight game. And it was a tight game on the goal scoring. But United kept going. And that's what the encouraging thing was. They had the confidence, and that's been lacking in this team, the confidence to pass the ball, to move, to sort of like anticipate where the ball's going to come without even looking. They were running onto it. I thought Ruben Amorim set this team up excellent tonight. They played excellent football at times. I thought
I wouldn't say
let me finish. I thought they played excellent football at times in the midfield. I thought the passing in that first half was excellent, and the way they pushed Forest back, because they did push Forest back, they went astray in the second half. A lot better, but there's something there to work on. Right, excellent in patches, I would say. But it was the poor finishing and not having a striker and the wrong choices just in the final third, what was disappointing tonight. That's what was frustrating.
No, of course, and encouraging when you think about at least 2 or 3 of them players who got on the pitch tonight probably won't be here next season, and the same old story throughout the season. We've just not got that killer instinct, that centre forward or 2 players you can consistently count on to put the ball in the back of the net. We can have all the beautiful build-up play in the world, some nice, neat one-touch passing, but when you get up to the final third, you need to stick the ball in the net, and we've struggled to do that in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, we've struggled to do it, and I think we're going to struggle right till the end of the season, because everyone can see what game we play. And the thing is, with a striker up there, I thought Højlund should have started the game, to be honest with you. He should have started the game. But they can see what they've got to do. And if people put a back 5 there or a back 7 or whatever, or they put a brick wall there, shall we say, in football in terms, then they stop United. They stop United on the 18-yard box, and that's what was happening. I go back to Garnacho. His choices on the 18-yard box was to shoot, but he never got one on target. He never got one on target, and he had ample shots he shouldn't have taken because there was other opportunities. I thought the crosses, what Delo came across, I thought he did well. I thought he did well, but there was nobody in the box. So the opposition going forward this season can clearly see, let them have the ball out wide. We'll stand on the 18-yard box if we have to, because what they do with it in the box isn't going to get them a goal. And you're clearly seeing that tonight, and that's the frustrating thing. And I think Ruben Amorim will look back at it and think to himself, should he have changed it at half-time by moving Xerxes and Garnacho? Should he have started should he have started Højlund? Yes, and I think he should have. But I've got to look at the back four, the back three and that, and the wing-backs. At times, they all played well. They had plenty of time on the ball, and they used it well. But then, at times, they went astray in that second half, and that's what was poor. The whole night, really, just frustrating, disappointing. You know, to me, it should have been a draw, but I have to give credit. And when you score a goal like he scored a goal after 5 minutes, that's really that's a winning goal for any game, really, to be honest.
Yeah, the type of goal that was scored. And if you had any criticisms tonight, I know it's your match reaction, but, you know, and it's for Ruben Amorim, I would have started Højlund looking at the game against Leicester, getting on the score sheet after such a long time, a goal on international duty as well. You're seeing the number 10 roles tonight. In the last 3 games, especially in the league and the Europa League, you've seen Xerxes on the left-hand side and Garnacho on the right-hand side, where you've seen some decent performances from them two, and it was all changed around tonight. And for me, you need to surely see a little bit of a settled side so players can get into a bit of a rhythm, especially after that international break. But, you know, that's a criticism that I've got for the manager, but not overboard though.
No, I think Højlund will be disappointed he didn't start, like you say, scoring goals and that. We need goal scorers. He's scoring goals at the moment, and he should have been on there. So I think that might have affected his confidence. What I didn't like tonight was when Garnacho and Højlund were going at each other because Garnacho didn't do the right ball. That's poor. That's juvenile stuff. We don't need that. But at the end of the day, I just look at it, and Ruben Amorim will be disappointed. And I think he'll look back and rue changing the side the way it started in the second half.
Yeah, I've also got to mention it as well. We talk about the strikers, who should have started, who shouldn't have started. But out of Højlund and Xerxes tonight, the one player who had the best opportunity, and that was at the end from Harry Maguire, who was a centre-half. And it's been the story of our season, lacking goals in the Premier League. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Disappointing night. Not to get a draw or at least the 3 points, but get your own opinions in on the game. And don't forget to smash a like on the video. We'll be back tomorrow. So see you all there and try and enjoy your evening. Good night.